A few days later. Sect Master, a messenger from Xinhua sect delivered an invitation. Sect Master, what's with this silent exchange between you and Xie Yan? What's written on the letter? Yuan Xing is about to break through to innate realm, 7th layer. He invites all demon sect disciples of the 4th layer and above to attend his ascension ceremony at Hidden Moon Cliff near Mount Qingsong in 1 month. I need to think carefully about whether to accept this invitation. Let's end today's game here. I ask for the princess consort's forgiveness. You go handle your business. I've got plenty of free time anyway. Let's play again next time. The invitation from Xinhua sect arrived on schedule. And the court's investigation into Qi Shu is ongoing, yet I have a bad feeling. It doesn't seem like things will go so smoothly. What exactly is going wrong? Princess Anil, why have you lit the golden candle? With utmost respect to old prince, I greet His Majesty in good health. I request an imperial decree to inquire into the progress of the investigation into the clone of Ji Jinye, namely Qi Shu. Humph, and you still dare bring that up. What does old prince mean by this? The results are already out. Qi Shu is from the Tianzi sect of the demon Dao in the Song dynasty. Though he's a man who wiped out his own clan, his background is clean and traceable. There is absolutely no chance he is someone's clone. Qi Shu and Yuan Xing are both no good, but they have nothing to do with the remnants of the former dynasty. That report of yours is utter nonsense. A traceable background doesn't mean he can't be a clone. Didn't I mention before about the monk Qingjing from Vermilion Bird Temple? Old prince, calm yourself. That denunciation letter was delivered by a gospel envoy of eternal heavens. They wouldn't deceive my father without cause. Maybe there's been a mistake somewhere? It was Prince Qing who did the investigation. In the art of fate calculation, he even surpasses He Hongyi of Tang's star sect. Your father's letter clearly detailed that Qi Shu may be carrying an artifact that conceals heavenly secrets. Of course, Prince Qing prepared thoroughly. With perfect timing, place, and manpower, he would have conducted an even deeper investigation than you can imagine. But, Princess Anil, silence. The loyalty of eternal heavens is questionable. Your father was foolish to be swayed by their deceit. If you don't wish to stir up more trouble and become the laughingstock of the entire court, let this matter drop. As for you, keep that denunciation letter safe. Prince Qing will come for it later to trace eternal heaven's whereabouts. You'd best remember your place and cooperate fully. Don't forget your title. Prince Yong. So that's how it ended. Qi Shu and Yuan Xing were found clean, and Prince Yong got scolded instead. Your plan failed after all. That ominous feeling, it really came true. Prince Yong did mention Prince Qing would later ask him for the letter to trace the source, if you're faking a message from eternal heavens. That's not a problem, they won't be able to trace it back to me. As long as you're confident. A denunciation letter with such dubious origins, even if Prince Yong is gullible enough to be tricked, how could the royal court be fooled so easily? Of course, I had contingencies in place. The royal court isn't easy to fool, but even with your letter in hand, they couldn't uncover anything. Are you sure the information from your dreams is reliable? There's no way my information is wrong. Before, it was minor news and rumors, it might not have reached high places, but this time, it went straight to the emperor, and still nothing on Ji Jinye. This is the second time already. The court must be hiding something. Even the Han imperial family stepping in personally was useless. There's clearly a force within the court covering up the truth. Even the royal family isn't clean. But that makes no sense. Never mind the Tang court. If Han is colluding with Ji Jinye, that's practically betraying the ancestors. If Ji Jinye really had the power to plant spies in the royal court, he would have acted long ago. Why would he lie dormant like some ancient turtle? Let's just say I was careful enough. I made sure to highlight the remnant of the former dynasty angle, and left out the deification ritual. On the surface, it looks like I was targeting Ji Jinye, and Yuan Xing was just collateral damage. If I had submitted the deification ritual too, Ji Jinye's protectors would have immediately warned Yuan Xing, then his breakthrough would have gone completely underground, and I'd have had zero chance of interfering. Now that the plan to kill with a borrowed knife has failed, do you have any other plans? Of course I do, but it's a bit risky. Sisu, if Yuan Xing fails to advance to innate realm's 7th layer, and keeps his current level of strength, can you hold him off for half an hour without exposing your identity? You think your sister is some kind of immortal. Even if I reveal my identity, I might still not be able to hold Yuan Xing for half an hour. What if we add Yutingxue to the mix? If we add Yutingxue, and I also use the Qi Source Spirit Stone you brought back last time to set up a trap in advance, then it should be doable. But there's no way to keep identities hidden. Yutingxue would have to go all out. Still, why would Yutingxue go against Yuan Xing in the first place? As long as you don't expose your identity, sis Yu, it's fine. It doesn't matter if Yutingxue's identity is exposed. As the sect master of the second demon sect of the Tang Empire, I doubt he'd be afraid of offending the sect master of the second demon sect of the Han Empire. First answer this, why would Yutingxue help you with this? I used to have the wrong impression of Yutingxue. But now I realize his love for Elder Gongsun is unquestionable. Since he loves Elder Gongsun deeply, he probably wouldn't want to see her die of old age either. I'll offer him a life extension for Elder Gongsun in exchange for this small favor. Have him work with you to block Yuan Xing for half an hour when the time is right. I don't think he'll say no. You brat, Elder Gongsun has been so good to you. Sis Yu, don't misunderstand, I was planning to extend Elder Gongsun's life anyway. I've been gathering materials these past few days. It's just that since I ran into Yutingxue, and I need an extra hand, I figured I might as well make use of him. Fine. So how do you plan to ensure Yuan Xing's divine ascension ritual gets disrupted? That's the real problem. The only method I can think of right now is to completely steal Yuan Xing's thunder during the ascension event, and shift everyone's attention elsewhere. With the binding effect of heart demon oaths, the Bailianxia sect puppeteer Gu and Qi Liang cult's Huili can be used as my pawns, add in Eternal Heavens, and my avatar. Worst case scenario, I can use a disguise and activate Xingtian, and cause a scene myself during Yuan Xing's ascension. It's not impossible. Let me say this first, even if Yutingxue and I go up there and openly attack Yuan Xing, we still might not steal his spotlight. It could even make him shine brighter. With Yuan Xing's strength, even if every sect master there rebelled, they still might not be able to suppress him. And if Yuan Xing truly gets angry, how many of those sect masters would dare to oppose him? Most likely. You'll just stir up a bit of trouble and he'll squash it instantly. Sis Yu, if my physical body were 1,000 times stronger than it is now, do you think I could kill Yuan Xing at innate realm's 7th layer? Beep it, if nothing works, I'll have to use the Nirvana triple transformation of spiritization now. Die once, 10-fold increase in physique. Die 3 times, 1,000-fold. If that can't kill Yuan Xing, I don't believe it. A body 1,000 times stronger? Just pure physique? Yes, purely physical body. Innate realm's 7th layer is already in unity with Tao. No matter how strong your body is, once he pulls you into his Tao domain, without the Tao of strength, your power becomes useless. Even 1,000 or 10,000 times stronger wouldn't matter, unless you can prove your Tao through strength. But with only 1,000-fold increase in physique, you're still hundreds of thousands of miles away from proving the Tao through strength. Innate realm's 7th layer is that strong, then what about Yuan Xing at innate realm's 6th layer? Would a me with 1,000-fold physique be able to kill him? Beep, I think I've underestimated the main world's unity cultivators. Hard to say, you could probably kill the weaker ones at innate realm's 6th layer, but the stronger ones. Take me for example, if you with 1,000-fold physique fought me, I certainly couldn't beat you, but I'm sure you couldn't kill me either. At our level of martial cultivation, with spiritual true Qi, we can fully rebuild our bodies and shift between illusion and reality. Yuan Xing is surely stronger than me. I know sheer physical force won't work on you. Sis Yu, but what about attacks that bypass the body and strike directly at the soul? I still have the limitless nirvana. Are you saying you've got 1,000-fold physique or 1,000-fold soul? Yuan Xing's soul isn't weak. Beep, forgot. Nirvana triple transformation belongs to the spiritization power system. It's not the everlasting dominating fist. It doesn't enhance soul power. The limitless nirvana's power is the same as now. Forget it, sect leader sis. Just think of everything I said earlier as pure delusion. Beep it, Yuanxing isn't even worth wasting Nirvana triple transformation on. I'll have to think of another way. Let's just give you a line of thinking. From a purely strength-based angle, we have no way of dealing with Yuanxing, but actually, there's another angle: power. Power? The only ones who can overpower Yuanxing politically would be the royal family. But they've already officially denied that Qi Shu is a split soul of Ji Jinya. There's no way they'll get involved in Yuanxing's ascension ceremony. The royal family denied it, but outsiders don't know that. What if, during Yuanxing's ascension ceremony, someone raises questions like, is Qi Shu really Ji Jinya in disguise? Is Yuanxing colluding with Ji Jinya to rebel? Will the court move against the Shima sect? How will the 9 demonic sects respond? Wouldn't that completely derail the ascension ritual? Writing and weaving. I could raise those questions, but would anyone believe me? And who would say them? I'd probably be silenced by Yuanxing before I even finished the first sentence. Sometimes you're clever like a demon, other times stupid beyond hope. Ever heard of borrowing a tiger's skin? What if Di Shirin were the one to say it? Do you think the sect leaders present would believe her? Would Yuanxing dare to kill Di Shirin? That's right, Di Shirin. Sis, you really are the master of using people wisely. You'd better start thinking about how to persuade Di Shirin to believe that Qi Shu is indeed Ji Jinya in disguise, and beyond that, to get her willing to expose it publicly at the ascension ceremony. That's no easy feat. I'll figure something out. But have you thought this through? Even if everything goes smoothly, Chief Yu is willing to go, and we don't worry about exposing our identities, we still don't have enough top-tier fighters. Even against an unascended Yuanxing, it's difficult to seriously injure him, let alone kill him. Can you find any other innate realm 6th layer experts to help, Sis Yu? You think innate realm 6 experts are cabbages growing on the roadside? Even if I have some connections, no one would help you go up against Yuanxing. What I mean is, there's no need to aim to kill Yuanxing, just preventing his ascension is enough. A 6th layer Yuanxing is still strong, but nowhere near as unrestrained. It's easy to be a thief for 1,000 days, but you can't guard against one every day, and even if Yuanxing fails this time, he can always try again. If we slip up and he succeeds next time, I won't even have a grave left to be buried in. Don't worry, Sis Yu, Yuanxing has a fatal weakness in this ascension ceremony. This is the best chance to kill him. However, everything hinges on one thing, that I can successfully sabotage Yuanxing's ascension ceremony. If I fail to disrupt the ascension ritual and Yuanxing advances to innate realm 7th layer, then I'll abandon all follow-up plans and vanish from the mortal world. I'll wait for sect leader Sis to ascend to the 7th layer instead. I'm not reliving the nightmare from that dream again. At least you have some conscience left. Let me give you some good news. Aside from stealing the spotlight at the ascension, I've been researching the ascension ritual these past few days. I've found a few promising leads. If all goes well, once Yuanxing fails, he may never get another chance to ascend. That's also why I just told you there's no need to risk everything trying to kill him outright.